we're still kinda salty about that quiz. I mean, it's partially our own fault, right? We should have studied before we took it. Then again, they asked us questions about such a wide variety of topics that we would have probably had to read like half the library to have been able to answer them all correctly. So maybe it's just as well that we didn't study. Even if the docked points make us sad, right? The Bracers' shift schedule is posted. Ooh. Assignments: Arios, Erebonia. Scott, City Perimeter Patrol. Wenzel, City Perimeter Patrol. Lynn, standby. Aeolia, standby. So can we read things now on the boards? There are a large number of requests posted for Bracers. Now that we've passed this quiz? No, this is the same. Oh. Okay, so there are different things on different boards. Okay. Oh, are you guys Lynn and Aeolia? Oh, I think I know you guys. You're so cute! I beg your pardon. Are you referring to me? Well, obviously! That refined and mature aura, contrasted with those large, childlike eyes and your adorably delicate features. Hello, Annalise. It's all too cute. I can't take it. Please, can I take her home, Lynn? Pretty, please. Tio is clearly not amused. Aeolia, you do realize that whenever you flip out at seeing a cute kid, it sends them running, right? We just got back from a job, so I think you should dial it back a bit, okay? Hey, forget about her. You can take me home any day of the week, baby. No way in heck. Wow. Darn, that was so fast I think I've got whiplash. It, was certainly unexpected to see the contrast between your graceful appearance and, colorful personality. Are you two affiliated with the guild? Indeed. And might you all be with the special support section? So you've heard of us? Yeah, Michelle gave us the heads up already. Can't say you gave a good first impression. It's pretty pathetic to have to get saved by Arios on your first mission. Wow. Guess we still can't rely on the police quite yet. You rookies have a long road ahead of you. Well, whatever. Whoa! That is so rude! Why would you say that to complete strangers? Jeez. Well, whatever. Just keep on doing a good-for-nothing job, you good-for-nothings. They're awfully rude, aren't they? Yes, they are. We'll keep that in mind. Jeez. Well, I just got back from a job, so I suppose I'll leave it at that for now. But don't you worry, Tio. I'll be back for more hugs next time, okay? Status confirmed. She is a formidable enemy. Wow. Well, maybe I've said too much. Anyway, you guys probably have some work you gotta go do, yeah? Better go put your nose to the grindstone then. Okay, Crossbell might have some of the best bracers in the nation, but they also apparently have some of the rudest bracers in the nation. They act like they've never been saved on a mission before, which we find highly unlikely. The Fisherman's Guild is always trying to reel in new recruits. Any interest, kid? You want to be our comrade in rods? We welcome people of all experience levels to come and join our ranks. Sorry, I'm kind of in the middle of working. There's no way I'd have time for this. If you think we're baiting you, then maybe you should join and see for yourself. Yes, please. Come back to the Fisherman's Guild whenever you've got the chance. We'd be glad to welcome you. Thank you. Gosh, that is one ugly fish. They're both very ugly. Kind of creepy looking. Our branch of the Fisherman's Guild is for all of Crossbell's fishing enthusiasts. You're looking at one of them right now. Member number 3, Copen, Rake, Master Fisher. I'm also a member, but I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of group activities. Pretty lame of me, right? No, we feel ya. Some things are best enjoyed alone. I'm sure you're aware how hectic and noisy the streets can get around these parts. Once you get used to all the racket though, you start to feel a little lonely whenever it quiets down. Isn't that a funny thing? It's a funny thing. Whenever it quiets down outside, I start to feel just a bit lonely. Aww. I have arrangements to meet with an old friend of mine today. We go back a ways, he and I. Even now, after we've both retired, the two of us are still very close. The bonds between East Street merchants run deep, you see. I have arrangements to meet with an old friend of mine today. I think it's about time I start preparing. Alright, good luck, have fun. We just finished our tour of all of Crossbell. And have we talked to you? Oh, we have. We just finished our tour of Crossbell. And now we're starting round 2. Will AZ be okay? He isn't hurt, right? Oh, did they hear? How did they hear, though? I just received a notice from St. Ursula that Azel has been hospitalized. Okay. The injury isn't life-threatening, but it still seemed pretty serious. What the heck did that boy do? I can't believe he went and got injured after running off without a word. How many times does he have to worry me to death until he's had enough? Aw. Wrong place, wrong time. My daughter works as an operator down at the police department. I'm unfortunately a bit ignorant when it comes to these fancy newfangled positions. No matter how many times she tries to tell me about her work, it flies over my head. Huh, doesn't that sound like someone we know? I get the impression that this is Fran's mother. Okay. My daughter works as an operator down at the police department. I'm a bit ignorant when it comes to these fancy, newfangled positions. No matter how hard she tries to explain her work, it flies over my head. My job is to monitor the movements of the stock market in Crossbell. See, information on neighboring countries flows through Crossbell's economy and market. Staying on top of all that intel is absolutely crucial for a brokerage firm to survive. It sounds like the Republic's been dealing with some rather unusual weather. I need to wrap up the summary of the recent stock market movements and report it to HQ. Not sure how those two are related, but sure. Good luck. Have fun. Actually, maybe we should go to the harbor and then wrap around the other way? And that way we end up at the SSS? The food they have at that new stall that opened up around here looks amazing, but I must resist. Yeah, we feel ya. I'm so hungry. Well, you do need food for energy. Crossbellans really are the worst. All any of them think about is how to fill their pockets full of Mira. They don't care one lick about rules or tradition anymore. Not to mention, they get swept up in every new fad and all those brainless gossip columns. You think they'd behave themselves at a festival? Think again. I may have been raised in Crossbell too, but I'm not like any of these good-for-nothings. Makes me nauseous just thinking about them. Still haven't found the button for knocking. Oh my, this dish is wonderful. These flavors take me right back to when I was growing up. You've just got to try this. I got it from that stall over there. These soba noodles are amazing. I always see those thugs from the downtown district pop up around these parts. All they ever do is cause a ruckus late at night. Nothing but a pain if you ask me. Bunch of no-good punks, really. Maybe I should shove my noodles down their throats, see if that teaches them a lesson. Oh, not you. We want to talk to you. Some Eastern-looking company opened up an office around here. I have to say, the Eastern-style aesthetics, paired with that crimson exterior, is a superb design choice. When'd they even build it, though? I never saw a construction site. Some Eastern-looking company opened up an office around here. I hardly ever see their employees, though. What kind of company are they supposed to be? We don't know. I can't deal with this area. All these businesses means I'm at the mercy of 1,000 packages. We actually put a lot of effort into our finance, international, entertainment, and local news sections. Well, our local news, they keep uncovering scandals, all thanks to a certain someone. Oh, Grace, are you even capable of writing articles that don't stir up quite so much controversy? Isn't that... We're beginning to receive complaints about articles other than the ones written by Grace. This is starting to get a little out of hand. Would it kill everyone here to tone down the provocative rhetoric in their articles every once in a while? Yeah, we definitely don't envy her job. These are the photos for this issue's local news section. This is the CPD's whatchamacallit section, right? Maybe we should postpone the article. After all, Grace said she'd cover that team some other time. Oh boy. I'm pretty worried for what's to come in her article. As for the CPD's newly formed yada yada section, well, let's just postpone this article for now. Excuse me, people are hard at work here. Please go to the front of the desk if you have any inquiries. Thanks. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but the editorial department is closed to the general public for the time being. Please redirect any of your inquiries to me. Oh really? Our mistake. Alright. How do we get inside here? B and E. Breaking and entering? Huh. There's not an alternate... No, there couldn't be. Do you guys have a back entrance? Oh wait, can we read? No. No, we cannot. Alright. Maybe we have to break and enter it ourselves in order to get inside. Hey there, nice weather we're having, huh? I'm afraid the IBC is closed on the weekends. We apologize for the inconvenience, but we hope you come again soon. The IBC is closed today. Entry by any unauthorized individuals is prohibited. It is his uncle, okay. Hey there, Lloyd. Did you want to check out any books? I'd be more than happy to help with that. I'm sure you would. I've never seen you miss an opportunity to recommend a book. What can I say? I love books. I feel calmer just by surrounding myself with them. Anyway, no need to be shy. Go ahead and explore the shelves to your heart's content. Perhaps something will catch your eye. We've got an enormous selection of books. Who knows what's out there waiting for you? Nothing to read down here. Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest. How's your research going? There's hardly ever new materials to research. I had to beg the director with tears in my eyes to show me some of his restricted books. I wonder if this will be enough. I'm going to end up repeating the year if I don't finish up this thesis. Yikes. Why were the books restricted, though? I mean, it's not like Crossbell has the same censors as Erebonia, right? The director is a bona fide bibliophile. The director managed to bury himself under a mountain of books the other day. He was working too hastily and lost his footing, I think. Aww. What are we going to do with him? But I suppose it was a bit of a funny scene to walk into. Obviously, laugh first, help second. Whoa! What's gonna happen next? Suddenly, a terrifying demon appeared. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, that's it. The demon appeared. My boss is a micromanager and he loves to nitpick every little thing. I find it hard to concentrate on my work when he's constantly ordering me around and telling me how wrong every minor detail is. Man, I don't want to go back to work. Working for the city pays well, sure, but it's a horrible work environment. Who wants some fresh juice? Are you tired from walking around this massive city all day? Come try our juice. Get your ice-cold fruit juice right here. Have you ever heard Crossbell City Hall's slogan? It goes, "The administration welcomes each and every one of its citizens with open arms." That's what they claim, anyway. I hope they're taking the proper steps to uphold their own values. Hopefully. The slogan, "The administration welcomes each and every one of its citizens with open arms," is printed at Crossbell City Hall. Although, not many citizens visit City Hall, so it's usually pretty quiet there. Is that girl from earlier going to be okay? I hope so. I ended up referring her to those seedy downtown apartments. I work for General Affairs 2nd Division. I'm in charge of the diet building and the reception hall, but I'm bored. I'm so bored. All I do is clean, clean, clean. At least things pick up a bit when the diet is in session. I've usually got a ton of time to spare. Maybe take up fishing? We're gonna offer that to everybody. We're gonna bring in so many new members to the fishing guild. They have to let us join. Good morning, everyone. First day on the job, I'm in the same boat. Phew, I'm feeling pretty nervous. Well, this is just another step I have to take to become a detective. No matter what kind of work is thrown my way, I can't start cutting corners. Sure. Hey, Fran. Hey, everyone. I'm glad to see you're all doing well. You're going to go stop the delinquents from stirring up trouble in the downtown district, right? Yeah, at least that's the plan. I see. I live on East Street, so I occasionally catch those guys causing a ruckus. It always scares me a bit when I see them gathered out there, picking fights with each other. I think that'd make just about anyone unsettled. We definitely need to do something about their behavior. It's about time someone took action against it. Oh yeah, I had something to tell you guys about that monster extermination request. Sorry for making you guys jump through some extra hoops, but can you file the report through the terminal at the SSS building? They'd like to run an orbital network diagnostics test when you send it in. Thank you so much for handling that extermination request. Oh, that reminds me. Did you hear the news? The CPD is currently conducting a survey on monsters local to Crossbell. Really? What exactly does that entail? Well, I'm sure you're already aware that your combat notebook has a section for monster entries, right? After defeating a monster, officers are supposed to record its information in their notebooks. That data is just what we need for the survey. So, once you start filling up that notebook, please come and show it to me. In the end, we'll combine all the information we received together to use as the foundation for new safety measures. Quite the smart idea, huh? Definitely. I'm glad to see that the CPD is seeking out ways to improve. I couldn't say it better myself. After all, this is to protect the fine citizens of Crossbell. Ah, I nearly forgot. Whenever you supply me with information, I'll give you a small bonus too. Make sure to stop by when you can, okay? Once you've filled out a certain amount of entries in your combat notebook, please bring it to me. We'll be using the information you gather to put more effective safety measures in place. You'll even get a small bonus for your efforts, so please stop by whenever you can. Do we have enough? It looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into our database. Mind if I see it for a minute? With pleasure. Bonus? Thank you very much. Here's your notebook back. And please accept this as compensation for your hard work. 500 Mira, that's not bad. And whatever the heck that is. Don't forget to stop by once you've collected more monster data, okay? Thanks, we will. Of course, we'll see to it that we visit. Guess we have to fight monsters now. Getting these reports organized is a complete slog. Caffeine. I need caffeine. And of course, a little glimpse of Rebecca while I'm up and around could be just what I need to fully recharge. We don't have any business upstairs. And I think we'd all rather not get chewed out by the Vice Commissioner, so let's not risk it. Aww. So many off-limits sections. Phew, I'm glad we were able to get the rookies this year on their way. Alright, now I've just got to draw up a report for the chief. Great goddess above, getting statements from people is such a pain in the butt. Not only is Crossbell City way too darn big, but it's practically bursting at the seams with people. It doesn't matter how many people you question in a day, it never ends. Oh, we feel that. Oh, thank Adios, I can finally get me some lunch. Why does it feel like we're always short-staffed in the 2nd Division? Good luck, have fun. Man, I'm freaking starving. I usually forget to eat when I'm too busy having fun. Okie doke. Oh, looks like it's just about lunchtime. The crowd should be rolling in any minute now. We have a lot of patrons that pass by here. Time for some fun. Who's gonna come in today? Now, any big fish waiting for me to reel them in out there? Come on, don't be shy. The Entertainment District is a famous international hub for social gatherings. From the casual casino spot to luxurious entertainment for the upper echelons of society, there's a seemingly endless amount of tourists that come here to have some fun. Arc-en-Ciel is famous even on the international stage. All the artists that perform for them are top-notch actors. And above all of them rests Ilya Platier. A dancer as radiant and masterful as her only comes once a century. Just like Portia, I have nothing but fervent admiration for the fervent dancer. Portia is a fellow comrade in arms when it comes to our love of Arc-en-Ciel. We just so happened to see Lady Ilya dance for the first time right on the same day. We were instantly captivated by how she lit up the stage. Sure. Lady Ilya has yet to come out. It's been my dream to capture a photo of her moments after she's finished practicing. I've thrown down 20,000 whole mira for an Orbital camera to make that dream a reality. So now, I wait. Where's Lady Ilya? Is she not coming out? Or maybe she left through the back exit. Ah, that sneaky minx. Jeez. These people. All right. Arc-en-Ciel is playing a show this evening. You know what that means? My sales are about to skyrocket. Hey there! Wanna play? I hope you have a fabulous time. This is Barca Casino. It would be wise to avoid visiting for today. Our hotel provides a complimentary concierge service to our patrons. I would be most pleased if you made use of it. Okay, sure. It's almost time for our patrons to begin checking into their rooms. We must be in tip-top shape when we welcome them. Just making sure. We've been getting many more patrons compared to usual this year. I imagine we'll run out of vacancies immediately. I can finally return to my country. Thank you so much, everyone. You should probably start by buying a new bag, sir. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. He certainly is a lively one. I was working at a hotel in the Empire, but the current manager recruited me here. It's very rewarding to be able to accommodate so many patrons. I'm grateful to the manager for fostering a satisfying environment to work in. Well, that's nice. Yo, I wouldn't head too deep into that alley there. Bad dudes back there, you hear? Even worse than the ones out here. Like you mean? Didn't that one girl just go in? Yeah, she did. Oh. Hey, this is no place for whelps like you. Now scram. My rivals and I are competing who can make the most in sales. But... It's looking like I'm going to lose this month. This is all your fault, Randy. Where does this go? Oh, okay. See anything you like? My dears from the special support section. How does everybody know who we are? Huh? Whoa, hold up. How do you know who we are, Granny? Curious, are we? All sorts of information finds its way to the back alley. Congratulations on a new job. I pray you find it to your liking. See anything you like, special support section. I mean, our faces are on the Crossbell News. So, probably everybody who reads the newspaper, you know, has the possibility of recognizing us. In the past couple of days, Ravachi and company has been deploying members all over Crossbell. I've heard they're buying up all the weapons and vehicles they can find, but I don't know what that entails. That does not sound good. After all, that's just a rumor I overheard from some talkative guests. Ravachi has been strengthening their forces lately to get a leg up on everyone else. More specifically, their big rival group. Well, so the rumor goes. I don't know the finer details. Who is their rival group? We can't imagine it's the gangs downtown. Or is their rival group the CPD? Even those goons from Ravachi drink here every now and then. That's how that brooding bartender over there knows so much about the goings-on in this part of town. Just one look at his dashing face and I feel positively recharged. Okay. Eric is so handsome, isn't he? And the fact that he's so cool and collected all the time only amps that up tenfold. Just one look at him melts all my exhaustion away. It sounds like the Mafia is preparing for something big. Maybe they're going to war with somebody? Hey, do you have any idea who lives in that enormous mansion on the corner of the street? That's the home of Representative Campbell, leader of the Diet's Republican faction. An extravagant orbital car stops by his house some mornings. I'd imagine it's his chauffeur coming to escort him to his office. Representative Campbell is an influential politician who serves as the leader of the Republican faction of the Diet. Speaker Hartman is said to be his main opponent. This is the home of Representative Campbell, the leader of the Republican faction. There's no reason to speak with him at the moment. Wait, where does this go? Oh. My papa works hard as a trader. Probably why he always leaves so early in the morning. Sure. Now this is how you garnish a meal. I hope he gets home early today. Mom and Dad are always super busy, so Granny is basically the head of the household. Ferric, Henri, and I were practically raised by her. So in a way, we're all just Granny's kids. Who is Ferric? We've met Henri. Who's Ferric? Where's Ferric? Oh, okay. Are you not the dad? Granny lent me a really nice suit when I told her I was going to a party. I finally did it. I'll totally make my debut into high society with this fine look. Bless your kind soul, Granny. Interesting. Maybe he's like the older brother? I think it must have been my pops, from back in the day. Well, what he doesn't know won't hurt him. Okay, yes, he is the older brother. As we all know, there is plenty of good and evil in this world. As our society continues to progress, I think the line between them will blur. It's my hope that they'll grow up being able to distinguish that line, no matter how blurred it may get. Aww. I want these children to grow up facing all sorts of experiences that'll teach them right from wrong. The residential district has the lowest crime rate in all of Crossbell City. Well, probably because most politicians and bankers live here. I'm sure the police pay special attention to anything that might threaten all the VIPs in the area. Makes sense. The residential district has the lowest crime rate in all of Crossbell City. Your afternoon naps are sure to go uninterrupted. Alright. Sophia from up the street is an incredible cook. Not only that, but she even helps out her husband with his work. How can she handle all of that? I can't even begin to understand the first thing about my husband's line of work. Have you ever met Sophia from up the street? She's such a beautiful woman. I strive to be like her. Interesting. I'm sure Father's busy doing some kind of super hard work. After all, he's an important person called a stockbroker. Don't annoy him, otherwise I'll be mad at you forever. He wasn't even able to play with me today, so don't you bother him right now. Did you all know this? Crossbell has been a bastion for commerce and the securities industry ever since its founding. I'm a stockbroker at a securities and exchange company, actually. We deal in stocks and bonds. With the sudden wave of new tech flooding the financial world, specialized expertise is an absolute must to be a part of the biz. You wouldn't want an amateur handling your Miro, would you? You have no reason to visit this mansion. Have you heard about those rival gangs that are always having scuffles downtown? I've only heard rumors about them, but they sound so frightening. I don't want Momo going anywhere near them. Makes sense? Ryu, Henri, let's play together! Let's play together! I'm practicing so I don't get nervous when I ask for real. Aww. Oh, if only I was brave enough to say it. I mean, knowing them, they'd probably say no. We run a general store, so we mostly dabble in foodstuffs and daily necessities. Make sure to give it all a good look over. You can never be too careful when stocking up. Mr. Grimwood said that he should be back sometime this afternoon. Weird. Did he take on some other job? Sometimes I get worried about Mr. Grimwood's health. It's not good to work non-stop like he does. But his tea's gonna get cold. The Crossbell Times has a spunky gal putting in good work as a reporter. She's been reporting on one major event after another, so she's starting to become the talk of the town. Reporting or making stuff up? That's the question. Oh, by the way, Lloyd, have you seen Wendy yet? Yeah, I actually ran into her earlier. She's become quite the engineer, but, knowing how she behaves, aren't we moments away from her getting kicked off at a customer and smacking them with a wrench? Aww. That's hilarious. I hear you there, man. I'm sure she'll be fine. Some things don't change, but she's gotten pretty good with controlling her strength these days. I imagine they'll get off with just a little scolding bump. That doesn't sound fine. Oh, Wendy, how can you be such a cutie, and yet... It would be wise of you to behave yourself around her, Randy. Oh yeah, I noticed that more police officers have been visiting the bakery lately. Probably something to do with that law firm next to us. Their clients tend to stop by here to grab a bite on the way. Either way, I'm grateful. It's my honor to be able to wipe the scowls off those old men's faces when they bite into my creations. Let's see, this month's new bread is... Spicy, crispy bacon bread? Freshly baked too! Gosh, that looks phenomenal! It looks like this bakery releases a new kind of bread every month. Oh, and it looks so good! That's it, they've worn me down. Time to get some to go. That does sound good. My daughter can't stand to lose for anything, so her fierce rivalry with Oscar only continues to heat up. And to think that she had no intention of becoming a baker at all. Why the sudden change? What's going on in that head of hers? I don't understand my daughter at all. Aw. One day, dude. One day. Oscar just waltzed in here one day and pledged that he wanted to become an apprentice. Dad welcomed him with open arms, and he's been training him ever since. Now he's going to become Dad's bona fide favorite apprentice. I'm his daughter, his own flesh and blood. How could Oscar be his star protege? Because you didn't want to be? I've been a baker for way longer than Oscar has. How dare he pass me up? They both have another thing coming if they think I'm just going to sit back and let him outshine me. Take this, and that! The greatest bracer to ever live has arrived! Come on, Ryu, why can't you follow the rules for just once in your life? An uptight-looking man dressed in a suit passed by here a few moments ago. If my eyes weren't deceiving me, I could have sworn he was wearing a CPD badge. What business does a police officer have in a peaceful neighborhood like this? Interesting. I can't help but feel that I've seen him somewhere before. I wonder what would bring police officers here to West Street. Either somebody who is going to the law office. Maybe Chief Sergey? This apartment complex has a cleaning service. All you have to do is ask the caretaker, and she'll, well, take care of it. I usually ask Sammy to handle the cleaning for our apartment. It's all thanks to her help that I'm able to invest more time into my hobbies. They've even recently introduced a delivery service for grocery shopping. Living life has never been more convenient. My wife spends her entire day working on handicrafts, completely forgoing all the housework. That wife of mine, whatever will I do with her? All she does is indulge in her own hobbies. Can't she ever help out? She's always been an utterly selfish woman. Well, we're not getting in the middle of that. They've been nothing but a thorn in my side. I drafted up blueprints, and they outright ignored the whole thing. Weren't you the ones who ordered the design of the new City Hall building? I'll object their every move. They changed the design as they pleased. How do they expect me to approve this? Weren't you super excited about this whole thing? Like, the last time we were here? How in the heck is that supposed to be an improved blueprint? It's idiotic. Absolutely idiotic. My husband gets tunnel vision when it comes to work. Don't take any offense if he suddenly screams out in frustration. He doesn't mean any harm. He's just absorbed in his work. The third floor resident is never home. I've never seen her face. She leaves early in the morning and returns late at night. At least she has the decency to be a good tenant by paying her rent on time. I still haven't managed to get a good look at the third floor tenant's face. Interesting. going to become a model when I grow up. I'm not going to fall for the same trap as my sis and become an engineer. I'm going to have the nicest body you've ever seen. You've definitely got some spunk in ya, Missy. I'll support your cause. I absolutely refuse to be tricked into becoming an engineer like my sister was. Okay. You do you, kid. I've been doing business in Crossbell for about 3 years now. I run what you'd call a wholesale business, where I sell various sundries in bulk to department stores or other large shops. I'm from Calvert, so I've got a pretty good grasp on the goods being sold there. It's taken me 3 years to grow my business here, but I'm finally earning a stable income now. Scoring that contract with the Times department store really helped my business skyrocket. Congratulations. We're happy for you. Oh, thank you, Adios. Thank you for keeping that boy safe from harm. She's quite pious, isn't she? Yeah, she's always been like this. Auntie Let's always been praying, even when my brother... Aw, Lloyd. Oh my, I didn't notice all of you standing there. Your uncle's gone off to the library to work if you're looking for him. He loves being a librarian. You can tell by the spring in his step as he goes off to work. His love for books runs so deep that he became a librarian. He always leaves for work with a giant smile across his face. Aww. Sweet Adios, there's no trace of that woman anywhere. We'll never be able to finish this article on time without her. Grace, what are we going to do about the article? Please, you gotta help me. Interesting. Crossbell has long been home to a nasty group called Ravach and Company. A mafia, that's what they really are. Unfortunately, their influence is much stronger than the CPD's. Getting involved with them can mean your death. Not even the cops can keep Ravach in check. I wouldn't provoke them if I were you. Lenali! Did you see that photo on the front page of the Crossbell Times? Arios is so hot! And he's like the coolest bracer ever! The entire city loves him, but not as much as I do, of course. Hey, check it out! These police officers back behind Arios look totally awkward. What are they, his sidekicks? Rude. I'm considering renting an apartment with a friend. They're all so expensive though. Seems like it'll still be a while before I can escape my parents' house. Apparently, rent isn't getting any lower due to Crossbell's flourishing economy. I thought I could afford it by splitting the rent, but I guess not. Third roommate. Do you want a balloon? Oh, no, they're not just for festivals. I make my living by handing out these babies. Crossbellans love a lively, festive atmosphere, after all. Come on, take as many as you'd like. Are they still free, though? How do you make a living doing that? Oh, we already talked to you. Vroom, vroom! There are so many cars out! This is the best spot in all of Crossbell to look at cars. I'm from the Urban Development Division. One part of my job consists of surveying a given day's traffic volume. But since I have the day off, I'm spending my free time with my little girl. Who loves cars as well, apparently. I hate lunchtime. Is it even possible to get busier than this? Only thing that could make this hell better is if all the customers were girls. Cooking is a process that requires vigor, sincerity, and pure love for your craft. No matter how busy you get, you've got to keep a cool head or it's all downhill. It's about time I teach Salteo what it means to think like a chef. Well, good luck with that. Our patron on the second floor made a reservation for his business meeting. All of our upstairs seating is set aside for reservations only. We welcome you to make one yourself whenever you'd like. Phew, I'm stuffed. I can't come up with a single complaint about that meal. Next time I come to Crossbell, I'll have to drag my friends along too. Welcome! Phew, lunch is always when we're at our busiest. But come on, I can do this! I always make sure to take my family out to eat at least once a week. That's probably because I start to worry about my mother when I haven't seen her in a while. Oh, well, hey, she made it. Looks like nothing happened to her. Probably just lost track of time. I don't like the fact that my mother-in-law is living by herself. Isn't that dangerous? Just please be careful. If anything happens, I'll come running. Aww. Apologies, dearie. I was a bit late out the door. Now then, I think I'll order something if you don't mind. Ah, how lovely. The Crossbell Times sure loves to plaster the bracers all over the front cover. I know they're a popular subject, but couldn't they focus a bit more on criticizing our diet? Seems a bit more relevant in my eyes. I think that the Crossbell Times should focus less on bracers and more on the issues that directly affect us, aka the diet. Well, what do I know about journalism? It's just more intriguing to me personally. Well, since I'm here, I might as well give the menu a taste test. Yes, I'd better give it a rigorous check to be double sure everything is just right. Sure. I always find myself coming back here, since the department stores have such a wide variety of goods to choose from. I get the impression that a lot more people have been coming here since last year's grand reopening. Welcome to the Times Department Store, home of the highest quality and greatest variety of foodstuffs in all of Crossbell. We've got delicious food from all over the continent: Liberal, Remiferia, the Empire, and the Republic. We've even got spices from Orid State. I'm still working on expanding the range of products I can sell. I actually used to be a trader back in the day. I always catch myself being giddy over importing new ingredients. Cynthia here is the face of the Times department store. The girls around town all admire her for her beauty and feminine charms. To tell you the truth, the reason I took this job was because I also admire her. Aww. Thank you for shopping at Times Department Store today. Please don't hesitate to tell us your opinions or any requests regarding our service. I'm sure you're aware, but we completely remodeled the store last year. The aesthetic of this area has rapidly changed in the last few years, so we tried to match it. We hope that the remodeling encourages our customers' continued patronage. This store was completely remodeled to match the aesthetics of the area. Hey, did you know the Crossbell Times building used to be in Central Square? The origin of this department store's name, Times, is actually based on how Central Square was once Times Square. I can only imagine how influential the location was. Interesting. She wastes her time looking through every cranny of every store, even though she knows she's not going to buy anything. To be honest, it's pretty embarrassing. Oh, I wonder what Keen's doing over there. Complaining about you? There are many brands from around the world that have gathered here in Crossbell. I hope you all take your time to look around. I used to run an art museum in the Empire before I moved here. However, I got tired of appeasing only the wealthy, so I opened up an accessory shop. I feel much more satisfied doing what I do now. I can make pieces of art that appeal to the general population. Interesting. My wife's always taking care of me, so I'd like to buy her a gift. Yeah, this one's nice. Aww. Cynthia's amazing, and Pearl is stunningly beautiful. I want to become like them. I used to be a clothes salesman prior to working here. I only specialize in shoes these days. You see Prada at the boutique over there. She and I used to be business rivals, back when we owned our own stores. She still challenges me to sales competitions every once in a while. There are so many fashionable products to choose from these days. So this was made by ZCF. Huh, I've never heard of that manufacturer. I wonder where they're from. Old-fashioned displays, ugly-looking appliances. In this era, even a mere workshop must strive to be beautiful. Ginten was designed with cleanliness and beauty as its selling points. Mark my words, we're swiftly approaching the area of aesthetics. Functionality is not enough. If a thing isn't beautiful too, it may as well not exist. Jeez. Let's see, is Choco doing okay in there? I always get so worried, I end up stopping by to sneak a peek. Who? What? Not you, right? Yeah, no. Who? Oh. That's back to spying on me at work again. He always treats me like a little kid. It's getting to be embarrassing, you know? She knows you're here, dude. The radios are not hiding you as well as you think. Just to be clear, this isn't stalking, not in the slightest. Sure, sure. Apparently, our manager used to be a famous designer. I'll admit, he has pretty good artistic sense, but that personality of his really leaves something to be desired. Our store's interior was all designed by our manager, actually. So I'm sure it's easy enough to figure that out at a glance, huh? Is the manager the one selling the cars? Okay, final stop. Airships, trains, cars. They all cruise freely through the sky or across land at amazing speeds. We tend to take technology for granted nowadays, but if you really think about it, it's all so incredible. Do you feel the same love, the same romance I'm feeling right now? I prefer trains, but there must be plenty of people out there who feel strongly about other vehicles. Indeed. At long last, the cargo has arrived. Need to deliver these quick, or else my old man's going to chew me out again. Geez, if he's always going to complain, then maybe he should do it himself. Alright. Now that we have talked to almost everybody. Oh no, we still have to talk to this guy. State law now requires people to possess a license to purchase and carry weapons. But considering how many fakes are out in the wild, it's not like it's enforced. Alright. Okay then. Wow, okay. That was a lot of sightseeing in one day. We didn't actually make any progress in the story. We kind of just got distracted, talking to all the NPCs. But that's part of the fun, so it's fine. We could progress the story next time.